Everyone. Well, it's afternoon in the UK. I mean, obviously, it's the morning in the USA and wherever anybody else is in the world.
No adverts. Not monetized it.
Yeah, I'll just do that now, sweetheart. Sorry if there's anybody come in. I'm just sorting something out. It says one watching. Hello to the one watching.
Me.
Is it you?
Me.
Yeah. I think I've got to monetize it afterwards. Oh.
There's a spider on the wall. Is there anything to...
A spider?
Well, scared of spider.
If you look... It's all right, Callum's come down about the spider. If you look in the spare bedroom, I think it is, either that or in our bedroom, there's that long tickling stick.
What's that?
It's one of them, but on like a long pole.
Oh.
Just flick it. It's saying there's nobody watching. So, sorry about that interruption. Oh, look, Google Premier League is starting.
Hey!
Don't I know about it?
Hey! You are.
So,
Stop looking at different words.
yeah, I'm just looking because it says here. Oh, yeah, it's gone back to one again. It was saying that there were nobody watching, but it's gone.
Watching.
Yeah, I know you are, but it was saying that there were no. We've got two watching now.
I'm sharing.
Oh, you're sharing it, are you? Thank you very much, Mr. P.
That's all right. It's 20 quid at
What, that 20 quid I ain't got?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Give me.
So yeah, I've got the coffee.
Oh, bye.
Well, you're a guzzle guts, aren't you? So yes, as the title suggests, it's hello to the weekend. It don't seem like a week ago that we were going down to see Eagle VP. So yeah, I mean, this time sort of last week we were actually at Eagle VPs.
Right.
So yeah, you know, I mean, it's soon gone, let's say. It's been a funny old. I mean, I woke up at 3:30 this morning. It were absolutely pelting it down with rain. Now you look outside now, and it's lovely, clear blue sunshine. So it's a case of, hiya, Joran, how are you?
Oh, Jordan.
But it wasn't cold. It was just absolutely pelting it down with rain. So yeah, it's been, well, I'd say for about 4 or 5 days, a bit funny weather, you know what I mean? We've had thundering, we've had lightning, we've had it absolutely pelting it down with rain, but we've had glorious sunshine as well. So it's a bit of a strange one, that, you know, but hey ho, that's the English summertime, so to speak. So yeah, so Callum's had his letter. He's got to go and enroll in college on the 22nd. So but that is actually, I wonder if that isn't a coincidence, because he gets his results on the 22nd of his exams. So I'm wondering if they've done it that way. So basically, as soon as he gets his results, he can go to college and show them the results that he's got. Oh, well, you see, I don't sleep very well. at the best of times, but with this warm weather, you know, there's some nights I'm that tired that I fall straight to sleep, but then I wake up. You know, it's the weather as well that does me. I James, how are you?
Good, lad.
So hi Kai, how are you? So you know, it's I don't think I've got any plans for the weekend. I mean, I'm on about doing a baking vlog. I think it might be peach cobbler. Thank you, Mr. P.
That's all right. Don't wait
Yeah.
20 quid.
You'll be waiting a long while. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a baking vlog, peach cobbler. I've been looking for something else to make. Thank you very much, Joran. I do appreciate it. So yeah, you know, I haven't decided what yet. So as I say, I'm on about doing a peach cobbler like as a vlog, and that'll sort of be Sunday dessert all sorted. I do want to do some other baking, but I haven't made my mind up quite what yet, because our son's quite a fussy eater. He doesn't like anything with nuts on it. So it's sort of getting the right, you know, something that Callum likes and something that we like. And, you know, if I do something with nuts, obviously Callum's not going to eat it. So it's sort of getting the happy medium, let's say. So Mr. P, I don't think is... more with nuts on, so more for me. But it's not fair if I'm making something with nuts and we know Callum don't like it. So, you know, I mean, this is the thing. Mr. P isn't fond of coconut, but I made like a sponge pudding the other week, and he quite enjoyed it. And that I got desiccated coconut on top of it. It's a case of mind over matter, really. So yeah, I was sort of thinking on the lines of like a gingerbread cake or something with a bit of spice in it, you know what I mean? No, it weren't a lot of coconut, but you know, I'm looking for something that I've got the ingredients for, I've got in the cupboard. I don't have to go out and buy anything. You know, it's you can, I'm not. Oh dear. No, our son's going to college. Yeah, it starts, I think it's the 9th of September. He gets his exams results on the 22nd of August. He's had a letter come this morning saying he's got to go at 1:10 in the afternoon to like formally enroll. You know, as I'm sure the same happens in the USA, they have to go to officially enroll. So I think it's not a coincidence that it's actually the same day as he gets his exam results. So I think they've done that to like coincide with obviously him getting his. He's going to a college that's actually just down the road. You know, like 2 tram stops away. It's about 5 minutes from where we live. Well, I say it's 5 minutes. It's like you have to go round the houses, as we call it, to actually get to it. But yeah, I mean, he's yet to get his equipment that he needs, and obviously his uniform and everything. But he's doing a catering and hospitality. So basically, on the 22nd, he's actually formally got to go and enroll. So it's a lot easier walking than it actually is going in the car. So yeah, and it's actually just called the Sheffield College. So yeah, he's got to go on the 22nd at 1:10. We are delighted to invite you to enroll. And basically they've sent him all the forms, like, you know, like who to contact in emergency, his own phone numbers, you know, basically just like a, you know, who's who and what's what sort of thing. Yeah, but I mean, the thing about that, Mr. P, is what they make, I think they sell. So it like plows funds back into the college, if you know what I mean, if you understand what I mean. You see, I don't know how it works. I mean, does he bring things home with him? I don't know. I mean, until he actually starts college, you know, we're not.
Mark's in.
Hiya, Mark. How are you? So yeah, you know, I mean, that letter came this morning. Is we're just waiting actually of like I don't know what it's called. Callum will tell you. Because we're on a low income, they sort of subsidise it.
We got Georgie boy.
Hiya, George. How are you? Oh, while I remember, right. Shall I show you? I show comments. Right, I'll click on that. So
Because Tony was doing it last night.
yeah. So I don't know. You see, I click on comments, and sometimes it when somebody comments, it comes across the bottom. So yeah, I think it's when somebody types in. While I think about it, right? Me, Pixie, and Eagle VP was having a conversation the other night, and no, it's not working for some reason.
No.
Oh well. Yeah, me, Pixie, and yes, we talking of doing on a Thursday night, doing an in the spotlight, like looking at people's channels and basically putting them in the spotlight. And it's a channel review, you know. Well, at least he's doing his own toast. say no more. Mr. P, Callum gets me to do his toast. So yeah, so if anybody's interested in sort of having the channel in the spotlight, you know, just give us a message on Facebook or Twitter, or, you know, and it's basically, as the title suggests, putting your channel in the spotlight. So I have created a thumbnail for it. I did only post it in my group, so obviously other people that's not in the group wouldn't see it. So I sort of did it to, but it's how can I put it? It's basically putting your channel in the spotlight, telling people what you do, you know, everything about your channel, you know, what you do, where you go.
George says he the spotlight many times.
Yeah. So I mean, you see, the aim of bringing me into it, because Keith and Chris were going to do it, but it says, like, if I do the ladies' channels, you know what I mean? So it's sort of, they brought me into the mix so I can review the ladies' channels, like the beauty, singing, you know, I mean, but it's in no way gonna sort of say, well, it's a crap channel, blah blah. You know what I mean? It's to spotlight your channel. It's to gain you more support. It's
Well, we got Mr. Crimson fans to say.
Hiya, Crimson. So yeah, so it's, hey, we've got Angel as well. How did the operation go, Angel? So yeah, so it's basically bringing your channel, as the title suggests, into the spotlight, so people that aren't supported you can support you, or encouraging people to watch your channel. So that's basically it. You know, it's, as the title suggests, putting you in the spotlight. We're not just gonna do one channel per show. We're going to do several. The same as we've said, like our this channels that Chris enjoys, this channels that Keith enjoys, and these channels that I enjoy. Yeah, Crimson wants this in the spotlight as well. So I'm sort of looking for a pen at the moment, so I can. Sorry about this. So if I write the names down, because Keith is actually doing the first one on Thursday. So hey,
don't forget Tony.
Oh, I've got put Tony down as well. And I know Emma and Dennis. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm just writing the names down. And yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 at the moment. I did a live stream last night before I went to bed, but I would like to come on and tell you. You see, the thing is, Angel, I'm on StreamYards. I'm not quite sure. Some as I say, I only had Tony on the other day because he sent me his email, and I'm not. I how can I put it? I don't like putting the link in the chat. So So yeah, are you still in the hospital, Angel? Are you? So yeah, so Sam, as I say, that's I forgot all about it on Wednesday, but we'll pass these names on to Keith, because obviously he's doing the first one on Thursday. We don't know what time or anything just yet. So I've wrote the names down. I'll pass these on to Keith. I'll let him choose, obviously, you know, the channels that he might have a few of his own, if you know what I mean. But I will it'll be about 8 or 9. Some, as I say, we've not sort of crossed the T's and dotted the I's yet, but some, as I say, Eagle VP's doing the first one next Thursday. Then week after that, I think you're doing it, aren't you? And then probably the third week I'll do it. So yeah, so it was just same as I say, we got us as together. It's not sort of, how can I put it? It's not sort of, we just want to spotlight the fact that there are fantastic channels out there. You know, and same as we've said, between us, we've got a lot of supporters, and we just want to bring attention to the channels that we enjoy. So but I mean, it's like this, Crimson, you know what I mean? It's I mean, I think Keith were on about sort of having the channel in the background, obviously, because we all monetize, we can't have the sound on it, if you know what I mean. But it's how can I put it? It's not going to be, oh, you know, this channel's crap and this, that, and the other. It's sort of showing people the diversity of channels that are on YouTube. You know, and it's saying, well, you know, he's been around or she's been around for however long, and you know, they've grown in support, or they've yeah, so it's just basically, you know, same as I say, the title suggests, it's putting channels in the spotlight for people that haven't come across your channels, or you know. Because you see, same as I was saying on this live stream the other day, the channels that Chris likes, you know, yeah, there's some of them that I like, but then there's channels that I like that wouldn't interest him, if you understand what I'm saying.
I'll watch them, but they don't.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like he watches every single one of George's because magnet fishing is something that interests him. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, I do watch George's, but I don't watch them all the time. I don't always comment because it's something, yeah, it's interesting, but I think it's more interesting to a guy than it is for a woman. Hiya, Mark, how are you?
That's it, Troy.
Yes.
Hello, lad.
I'm just telling everybody, Mark, that Like starting next Thursday, we're starting a series called In the Spotlight. And it's like we're going to be talking about different people's channels and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's
Racket joint.
his racket joint now. You know, and it's just highlighting people's channel. Yeah, all well and good if you get more support. You know, that's all well and good. It's just basically showing people the channels that we enjoy, and you know, and same as Chris says, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so to speak. You know, it's you know, me, Keith, and I mean, obviously, when we were over there last week, we talked about it then, but we've sort of talked a bit more in depth during the week. I've made in fact, I'll post it on my wall on Facebook, on my own personal wall. And then other people that, you know, people that aren't in the group, you know, because we sort of did, I'm all the above, good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's basically, I only put it in the group as sort of a little bit of a test. So it's yeah, they're on summer holidays, aren't they?
I thought you were wagging it.
Oh.
Oh, no, you said it with blue skies. Not now.
So I'm actually putting it on my own personal wall. So so other than the people in the group can see it. And it basically, it says it all, do you want your channel in the spotlight? So so at the end of the day, that's the short and the tall of it, is basically you know, Mrs. Techno. Oh dear, I won't go that far. But yeah, I mean, I've got Pixie wanting me to do all his thumbnails. I've now got Keith wanting me to do some thumbnails for him as well. So I'm going to have to start charging. And it's a case of you know, when you've got a good oh, okay then. Mark is going out with the FPV.
Like dark side stuff. FPV.
So, you know, I mean, when we were down at Bella, who's Beauty on a Budget, when we were down at it, she downloaded this thumbnail thing and shown us the, you know, the thing that she uses for thumbnails and whatever. And it was just a case of sitting down and messing around with it. You know what I mean? And I've got quite, you know, it's a case of, you know, just messing around with it. So, so yeah, you know, I mean, you can sort of upgrade it, but we're in this, you know, we're at that stage where we just, how can I put it? messing around with it. Oh dear. You know, and it's like everything else. I mean, I suppose the more complex thumbnails you want to do, yeah, we might upgrade at some point, but for now we're just enjoying, you know, messing around with it and seeing what we can create. And you know, same as I say, when we were at Keith's last week, I mean, me cakes is in high demand. And now, well, when I say everyone, Pixie and Keith both want me to create thumbnails for them. So, well, you see, that's the thing, Mark. We ain't got the money to throw in a pit, if you know what I mean. Chris is quite happy with the Mavic, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't forget the dominoes. Yeah. Yeah. And when because you see, Keith goes every Friday night down to the community centre, and they have like fish and chip supper every Friday night, and they play bingo, and then after they've played the bingo, they play dominoes. So anyway, I'd made 2 cakes. I'd made the lemon drizzle, and I made a 7-up pancake. And I says to him, I says, well, if you want, I says, you keep the lemon drizzle and take the 7-up pancake down to the community centre. They were all wanting him to phone us up and say, you know, tell him to come down and tell him to have a game of bingo. Yeah, he'd asked previous to that. It asked previous to us arriving, and they said, no, we don't accept any outsiders in. But I think the cake did the trick, because, you know, they all wanted him to phone us up and, you know, tell him to come down, tell him to come and have a game of bingo, tell him to come and have a game of dominoes. So Chris were actually watching the football. So Keith sort of made an excuse and said, well, I think actually he's watching the football. He says, but next time they come, he says, you know, I'll invite them over. So same as Chris says, thank you to Mark Kate. We've been invited to bingo and dominoes and a fish and chip supper next time. So hi Ian, I got you this time. So yeah, so we're in the bingo and dominoes club now.
They'll be expecting you to make a cake for all of them.
So I says to Keith, I says, so that means that next time we go, I've got to make 2 cakes for the community centre instead of 1. But the thing is, somebody caught one of the ladies, because they were a little bit left over at the end of the night. And they put it in the fridge. Now that sort of, they were saving it sort of when they were having coffee, you know, or they have coffee mornings occasionally and things like that. They were saving it. And somebody actually caught a lady nicking the last piece of cake out the fridge. So there's been an investigation. She got caught red-handed coming out of the community centre with this last bit of cake. So there's sort of been a, you know, a judge and jury sort of thing. You
can't hear because he's out and about.
Oh. Well, I'll message you in a bit, Ian, because we're doing...
No, you can't hear you,
yeah. Well, what I'm saying is I'm going to message him in a bit.
I'll type it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Thank you for coming in, said Troyden. I do appreciate you. So yeah, so I think I'll add another name to the list. So yeah, so I have actually put it on my personal Facebook page, because I have got quite a few people from the YouTube community on my Facebook friends list that aren't part of the group. So it'll enable people to message me or, you know, and say, well, you know, I want to be in the spotlight, so to speak. But yeah, you know, it's same as we've said, you know, it might take off, it might not, you know, it's just bringing people's awareness to the channels that are out there. So so yeah, so what, I'm just adjusting my pillow. What were I going to say? I forgot now. You've made me forget again.
Down to 3 now. It took to 7 at one point.
Yeah, I know. It says 4 on here. But anyway,
Keith's watching, by the way.
oh right, okie dokie. Hello, Keith. Just telling everybody about In the Spotlight. It's a case really of getting it out there and, you know, getting people to either contact us or comment on a post that we put up and saying, I want to, you know, be in the spotlight, so to speak. It's not our way of like doing sub for sub or anything like that. It's just, I mean, like Keith did the drone review thing. It's on a similar footing to that, but it's channels in general. You know, it's not just same as I say, it's the diversity of the you know, the channels out there, the you know, the general because, you know, there's gaming channels, there's movie reviews, there's makeup channels, there's baking channels, there's the drone community. You know, there's a whole, you know, diversity of channels on YouTube, and we just want to bring them channels, you know, and show everybody, well, in effect, what they're missing. So are you going to make a video, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, on my phone it's buffering,
You're all right here, Bobby.
so I don't know.
Wi-Fi signal this week.
Probably.
But you're fine here.
I mean, it's carrying on, but it's I've got Circle of Death on my phone.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, I mean, look out for a video from Pixie to basically tell everybody what it entails, what it's all about. You know, and some, as I say, I put in the group, you know, either contact me personally via Messenger, via Twitter, comment on Facebook. You know, there's a whole, you know, ways of contacting us. I mean, if it's sort of, you know, same as I say, I've made a list here of people that have said, you know, can you put me in the spotlight? So you know, I mean, we'll have a hiya, JDS, how are you?
JDS is in the house.
I know, I just said hello, JDS. So basically, when next time we speak to Keith, I shall say to him, well, look, I've already, you know, I've got a list of people that are interested. I'm a lot better than I was, JDS. I have been poorly for about a month or so, but you know, a lot better than I was.
Yeah, where you'll be, JDS. On a job.
Yeah, I mean that's another idea. I mean, you see that's the thing. We're just bantering ideas about. The same as Chris has just said, we should do a weekly video. All of us telling people who's going to be in the spotlight and exactly who's doing in the spotlight. Because some, as I say, we're going to be taking it in turns. Keith will be doing it next Thursday, starting next Thursday. Chris will be doing it the week after, and then on the I'm in the background screaming at you, and then like the third week, I'll be doing a review. You know what I mean? And it's basically they've included me because there is a lot of women YouTubers out there, and they thought it only pertinent that I review the ladies' channels. So, you know, I mean, it's not just, you know, like, it's not just like beauty channels and, you know, there is lady droners, there's lady gamers, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's as Keith puts it, each person has got their own niche. Oh dear. Yeah, JDS is because the weather's been sort of nice. We were out flying yesterday. Did you go out day before that? I think you went out, but you had to come back, so it was too windy, weren't it? We went to see Eagle VP in Cleethorpes last weekend. They were flying the Friday, we were flying the Saturday. So yeah, I mean, I was just explaining JDS, we'd sort of starting a series next Thursday in the spotlight. just call me Oval. You know, and it's basically spotlighting, you know, not just one channel a week. It'll be probably 2 or 3 or 4 maybe. Keith's starting it off next Thursday. We've got Salty Nuts in as well. And then week after that, Chris is going to be, you know, reviewing channels. And same as I say, on the third week, I'll be doing like a review. And then obviously we start again. Oh dear, Karate Joe wants to know where his cup of tea is.
In my tummy.
It says spotlight on JDS's big butt. So yeah, it's just, you know, it's not like, same as I say, as the title suggests, it's putting channels in the spotlight and bringing awareness as to what people's channels entails. And same as Chris says earlier on, is going to do a video later explaining, you know, the ins and outs of it, you know, and what it entails really. I'm just going to refresh this. So so yeah, it's same as I say, it's just a little idea that, well, I sort of, Chris and Keith were talking about it last week, and you know, it's sort of built a bit of traction. You know, we've spoke to Keith several times this week, and we've talked about it, and it's either beer, whiskey, or coffee. So they're the only 3 things he drinks. Well, and vodka occasionally. So you know, I mean, and I mean, we're not saying, like we were talking, at some point one of the other people is going to, like, Keith might review my channel, or Chris might review Keith's channel, or I might, you know what I mean? It's at some point we'll put ourselves into the mix as well, as regards, you know, putting herself in the spotlight. I've got a confession, Tony. We had this tea and I lay down on the sofa and I fell asleep. I do apologise. I can't apologise enough. But it's like, I don't sleep very well at night. And this it occasionally happens. We had this tea, because when I came into the live stream, I says, you know, I'll come back in 30 minutes. We're like just about to have us tea. And after, you know what it's like when you've had a meal, you like to lie down. So I lay down on the sofa and I thought, I was watching the television. And then next thing I know, I woke up and I went, oh, crap. I told Tony I was going back in 30 minutes. He says, I was attacked by a bear, so neighbours keep bringing me casseroles. Yeah, he says it's your fault that I don't sleep very well. It's my arthritis, and you know, it's just one of them things, you know. I seem to nod off all right, and then I wake up and I'm wide awake, and you know what I mean. I know, Salty. I know it ain't, but you know, like when you've had your Sunday dinner and you feel tired all of a sudden. I lay down. I thought I'll just, you know, just watch a bit of telly while my tea settles, and next minute, boom, I were gone. But yeah, you know, that's my life. You know what I mean? I don't sleep very well. I mean, like this morning, I was down here at 3:30. You know what I mean? It's a case of, you know, my shoulders hurt me, my back hurts me, my neck, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, I've sort of had a bunged up nose and earache. And so I do apologise, Tony, and I will come on one of your panels, I promise. Same as I say, it was just unfortunate. I lay down. I shouldn't have laid down, really. But you can ask Chris. I sometimes lay and I'm watching telly, and then next minute I'm gone. So you know, it was just unfortunate that I happened to lay down, and next minute I know an hour or so later, and I woke up. So I've got your name down, Tony, in the spotlight. I've got a list of names that I've wrote down. I will be passing them on to Eagle VP Keith. Keith's going to be doing well, that's it. Same as I say, I tend to try and, you know, I might pop in sort of, if I'm down here at 3:30 in the morning, I'll have a look who's on and whatnot. Yeah, but the only thing is, Salty, a massage would send me to sleep. So there again, you know, I mean, it's like defeat. I mean, it's same as I say. It's like this morning. I was down here at 3:30. I think I went back to bed about 5 o'clock.
I would have landed a nod.
I know you were. So I could tell everybody that it were absolutely pelting it down at 3:30 this morning. You know, but we get up this morning, lovely clear blue skies, sunny. It's a bit cloudy now. So So yeah, I do apologise, and I can't apologise enough, Tony. I recycle dude, how are you?
Recycle dude.
So yeah, I'll keep yeah, don't forget to smash the like button. It says 10 watching and only 6 likes.
11 now, come to 12.
So yeah, I'll keep telling everybody. I mean, now we've got Recycle Dude in. We're doing a there's 3 of us in a collaboration. We're doing what's called In the Spotlight. We are doing a basically, as the title suggests, putting people's channels in the spotlight. You know, we're going to be doing like probably 2, 3, 4 channels a week. We're going to choose individually the channels that we review. And it's not just sort of, you know, it's everything, you know, the saying they've got great banners, they've got great thumbnails, blah, 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 and things like that. And basically explaining what the channel's all about, how long they've been on YouTube, and just general stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, same as I say, myself, Chris Pickering, who's my husband, picks his channel, Eagle VP, we're all on like social media sites, Twitter, Facebook. So, you know, we're just saying if anybody wants their channel in the spotlight, you know, just drop us a message, just drop us a, you know. So,
Recycle dude says thumbs up. So
yeah.
they want to-
So yeah. So you want? Yeah. I'll put you down. I'll put you on the list. You've made the list. But you see, we're going to take it in turns. Eagle VP is going to be doing the first in the spotlight on Thursday next week. Then week after that, Pixie's going to be doing, you know, the in spotlight, and then the week after that, I will be doing. But I'll, you know, I'm not saying I'm 100% that I'll be doing all ladies channels, but I will mostly be, you know, doing.
Emma said she'd do it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, we can, you know, I can look at people that are supporting me and I support them. You know, I will get in touch with them and say, well, do you want your channel to be in the spotlight? Blah, blah, you know, things like that. I can't say, same as I say, 100% that I will be just mainly doing the ladies' channels. But same as, you know, they sort of roped me into the collaboration, sort of to do it from a lady's point of view. So, so that's starting next Thursday. I've got a chill boner.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you know, I keep sort of going over it because we're getting new people in, and you know, and saying, well, look, you know, this is what we're doing.
The more that gets around, more people are going to do, the more successful it's going to be.
Well, that's it.
Got blue skies now, you won't believe it.
You know, and it's same as I say, you know, there's sort of similar things out there, but we will sort of be, we've got to have people's permission because we will be showing like videos, but we won't have the sound on because all of us is monetized, you see. So, you know, they'll be in the spotlight, but, you know, no sound. So so that's that.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Recycle Dude says it's 8:30. So it's 1:30 here. So how many hours is that? 5 hours behind us. Some, as I say, it's 1:30. Well, 1:35, 33 to be exact. So yeah. So what has everybody got planned to? Yeah, right. Are we?
You were. Oh, in London, oh, please.
Yeah, you're away with the fair as you were at 4 a.m.
I wish we.
So what has everybody got planned for the weekend? We'll get onto that subject now. Same as I say, I'm hoping to do a baking vlog a bit later, either today or tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing a peach cobbler. Oh, you're back, are you, Mark?
Trust me already, Bob. Oh, Bob, please.
Yeah, everybody were asking about me on the panel. I do what same as I say, I can't apologise enough, and tell me when you're live again, and I promise I'll be there. Oh, you're doing a castle somewhere.
Anything already, you know, you and Pixie are
Cameoed
in
in.
the
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I mean, I will be doing a baking vlog. I wanted to bake, something else. I haven't decided on what yet, so I wanted to sort of, without going out and buying extra supplies, see what I've got in the cupboard, see what I can sort of put together, just as, I mean, I was thinking of doing Yorkshire parking. I've already vlogged that anyway, so it's sort of that sort of thing, either gingerbread or a gingerbread cake or something with a bit of spice to it, you know what I mean? It's all right. Mr. P's been anticipating this for weeks now. The football starting.
How do we ready to handle this?
Eh? So I mean, as a lot of people know that Sheffield United got promoted to the Premier League, and it's sort of a long anticipated thing for Mr. P. Unfortunately, because they've been promoted to the Premier League, the season tickets went like that. So he's unable to get a season ticket. That's what comes with. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Joran. Thank you for coming in, and I do appreciate it. But that's what becomes of being promoted to the Premier League. Chris don't think he'll get tickets to many of the home games because they've been promoted. So yeah, and you're welcome, Joram. Same as I say, you're getting to be quite regular, and I do appreciate everybody that comes in. Yes, the less said about that, the better. Oh dear.
All legal.
Yeah. But
I said draw up for 90 minutes.
What, when it's no fly zone?
Fly all the way down to Bournemouth.
So yeah. So I'm anticipating having to have, you know, it on the television tomorrow. I mean, football's not my thing, but some as I say, you know, when he can't renew his season ticket, or it's like rocking horse poo trying to get tickets for the match. I mean, I don't mind that.
Oh, they're invited for dinner and his parents and all very soon.
Oh.
Good luck.
Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, it's having said that, I mean, my mum, I mean, she's passed away now, but she loved bones a Pixie over there. You know, as far as my mum were concerned, where Pixie's concerned, you know, the sun shone at his backside, sort of thing. Yeah, we did have us ups and downs and a disagreement every now and again.
That's probably why she liked me, because I told her what was what.
Well, this is it. Some, as I say, you know, they've had their ups and downs, and
We weren't rolling over for her,
you know, they've had the disagreements, but yeah, she you know, she loved the bones of him, if you know what I mean. You know, I mean, I get on well with Chris's parents because both Chris's parents are still alive. So, you know, I mean, it's nice when you sort of get on with your in-laws. So, so yeah, I mean, that's sort of what we've got planned. Obviously, Pixie's on about he'll be going out flying, and probably Sunday.
Yeah, more than likely. They'll not know it's Saturday. Not know it's Saturday. If they do, I'll not be there.
I'm going to say,
Unless it's early in the morning.
you're not be going flying tomorrow.
No chance.
So, oh, cheers, my dears. Rabbiting on for 61 minutes.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
61 minutes, it says.
So, well, I could say the same about you and Keith on Saturday night. You're only going to go for an hour.
I know.
Mark 2 and odd hours later, you were still there. Yeah, it were a good. We had a good weekend.
Yeah, though, did.
And it took Keith a few days to recover.
He's got me hooked on whiskey now. Okay.
He's got hooked on whiskey.
Yeah, I've got two of them. Each.
Well, put it this way, that bottle of whiskey that we took over to Keith's is nearly all gone.
It has.
We actually brought it back with us, but...
Oh, well, leaving it that there.
Oh,
sorry,
dear.
Keith, if you're watching.
Oh, dear. So yeah, I mean, you know, apart from football and him flying the drone on Sunday, that's our weekend done.
Well, we've got 3. I'm on my phone and on my computer, so that's 2.
And I'm on my phone.
Marked, or is it just you? Oh, back and forth now.
Oh dear. And what time? We're on 1:45.
Well,
what I think I might do, guys, is I want to get the baking vlog done, and I want to make something else. I haven't decided on what yet. So I think I'm going to end it because we've only got 4 people in. I mean, you wouldn't believe, like 10-15 minutes ago it were up to 12. So I'm going to end it here, guys, and thank you for coming in, everyone, and I do appreciate it. So I'm going to say bye for now, and I will see you all on Monday, hopefully.